Do you know what's crazy?
What?
The last time we were sitting here, we just found out.
I know, it's crazy.
I'm pregnant.
You're pregnant.
I'm having a baby.
You're having a baby.
I mean, we're having a baby. We are having a baby. So we have reached episode 13 of chapter 3, okay? As you guys know, I'm in the UK right now. I'm with my bestie here, Lily. We have a special guest coming very soon. I did not know when I started chapter 3, it was gonna end up like this. Me and Mr. Man, we kind of like rekindled again, but I think we've rekindled as friends now. Genuinely, he's always confused about me and I'm always confused about him. So of course I found out while chapter 3 was being uploaded. I didn't expect it to go like this, and you know, my baby is like definitely just like their mama, causing a bit of drama. Things really got shaken, not stirred. No, I'm joking. Of course I'm joking. I'm always joking. A lot of the times I'm joking, and joking gets me in a lot of trouble. This vlog actually was supposed to be my birthday vlog, because you guys know it was my birthday the other day. I've been showing my birthday on YouTube since I was like 24, I think. Like, it's been like a thing for us here on this channel. I want to give you guys that birthday special, but I feel like there's so much to cover, and I didn't want to cover everything in the birthday vlog, because even in the birthday vlog there's a lot of stuff that gets spoken about while I was editing. I just felt like the journey isn't there. Like, how did we get from, you know, A, B to now C? You know, I've been taking you guys along this journey, and I kind of want us to just have a little bit of a chin wag, just a bit of a conversation to just close off this chapter, and so everything just kind of makes sense and you guys are moving along with me, right?
Yeah.
So much to talk about.
How did you feel when you found out you was pregnant?
When I found out, I was shocked, because I was like, okay. I think like after sitting with the news for like 10-20 minutes, I was like, this is happening. It was like just emotions, because honestly guys, like, I'm so hormonal. I cry at everything. Like, literally my dogs could be looking at me cute and I just start bawling.
So how does the dad feel?
Dad is happy. He reacted how everyone else did. Is this a joke? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and I know that sounds really crazy and quite wild, but that is what I get for being extremely mischievous to people. Like, I only had like one friend where it was like immediate reaction, like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Liana, and obviously you. But I feel like if I wasn't with you and I just sent you a test, you'd be like, okay, whatever you say.
I'll be like, show me the proof.
And everyone thought it was a joke, and even like some of you guys thought it was a joke. What makes me so happy is he just wants this to be an amazing experience for me.
Yeah.
He's just like, he wants me to be stress-free. He wants to do everything and anything for me and the baby, and he's just like full support. Like, so happy. He's looking forward to it. Everyone in my life is obviously adjusting to the news, so it's kind of like, oh my gosh, like a surprise. But that's what he gets for constantly surprising me. And you know what else? Not only that, okay, I feel like I'm justified in this point, yeah? This is my favorite surprise he's ever given me, first of all. I have to say that. As someone that doesn't like surprises, okay, now he knows how it feels to be surprised, okay? When you're not expecting something, boom. See how God works in my favor all the time, guys? No, I'm joking. Yeah, I just feel like it's such a beautiful surprise. Like, I'm extremely happy. I said in the vlog, oh, like, it was an accident. I wasn't referring to my baby being an accident. I was referring to not using protection, which was an accident. And that's also a joke. Well, not joke, but it's dry humor. I was just being humorous in that moment. Yeah, my baby was supposed to happen. Everything was supposed to happen the way that it happened. So I told my mom first, I told my sisters too. This is why I feel like everything happens for a reason, because I really was putting off kind of like trying to work things out with some of my siblings, and I really needed to, and I just kept putting off because I was in a place where I was really focusing on myself. So I was just like, oh, can I deal with someone else's emotions and feelings right now? Because I already know me, like, once someone tells me how they're feeling, I want to kind of like be there and comfort them and just try and resolve things with them. I start to feel kind of drained after the fact, so I was literally like, can I do this right now? As soon as I found out I was pregnant, I felt like my baby opened my heart in a way where it was just like filled with so much peace. The first thing I did was like call everyone to like rectify and like make amends. And I know this might seem like an overshare, but I've been sharing my journey for a second now, so I want you guys to know like that was something that was happening. And then I also reached out to my dad. Literally the first thing dad said to me was congratulations. And I feel like everyone knows that a baby for me is like the best news ever. Like, do you know what I mean? But I must say, Lillian's mom gave me the best reaction that warmed my fucking heart. But she was like, oh, she was so happy. And of course, like, baby has Nigerian heritage too, so I want my baby to obviously know my culture, and it's immediately gonna know because I'm Congolese, and obviously my family is also Congolese, so my baby's gonna be proper Congo babe, innit? And honestly, all my Nigerian friends have all conveniently been Yoruba. So I've learned so much throughout just like existing. So you know me, any chance I get, I'll be like, money ferret, kilo de kilo shit. That's what I can say.
Everywhere she goes, if she finds out someone's Yoruba,
that's my flex.
And she does this money ferret.
That's my flex. And I'll be like, oh my gosh, I would love some ayamashe right now.
And she'll be like, kilo de.
I'll be like, kilo de kilo shilling. Like literally, one of my high school friends, she was Nigerian, Yoruba babe, and like she would literally teach me everything. Everything. And this was crazy as well. Her family like were mixed Christian and Muslim, and like so it's like my baby too. So I have like so much understanding on like interfaith, culture, and I'm also really willing to learn. I ask my friends all the time, teach me how to say certain words. Like I've got 9 months to learn at least like a basic stew or something, because my baby's gonna know. Like what? Luckily Tata Lily is here.
Shall I tell you why I think it's so flexy?
Go on.
So Congolese people, they're very flex people.
Sapology. It's sapology.
Yeah, sapology, they like that. You get the Yoruba people that are like boasty in a sense, like,
but that's not like that. But I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Like culture wise.
So,
I
get what you mean.
Like that Congolese and Nigerian child, the baby is going to know that they're a star, honestly.
The baby is going to be so loved. Speaking of like the baby, of course, like you guys didn't subscribe to me because I was a mommy channel, like, do you know what I mean? So I really want to know, like, let me know in the comments like how much of this journey do you guys want me to share. A lot of you guys have been following me for a while, and I feel very connected to a lot of you guys, and this is your niece or nephew. Like, so obviously you guys are not really niece and nephew. I don't want things to get weird, but listen, I'm not gonna hold you guys. I hate it when my favorite YouTubers just turn into a mommy vlogging channel. It's like, yes, your baby is so cute, but sis, like, I connected with you because you was helping me through my depression. Now all of a sudden you making my depression worse. Okay, you got your little happy family now, and now I feel like my life is coming to shit. Okay, I feel like motherhood will naturally change me for the better, for sure, but I also still know that I have my own personality and everything, and I always encourage my friends that are mothers to live their lives. I've always encouraged my mother to live who she is. Like, I'll be calling her Vinica because not everyday mama, okay? You need to know that you're your own person too. Like, my friends better not even try. Do not even try to start giving me baby gifts for Christmas. Do not even try it. I want my own gift as Andrea. Yeah, don't play around with me. Don't.
I'm glad no one decided, oh yeah, since you announced it on your birthday, let me go get her baby stuff as well.
Don't try that with me. Don't. For my birthday, we had plans to go to Jamaica. Okay, so when I was telling you guys, okay, I'm gonna fly back to the UK because we got stuff, we had plans to go to Jamaica. I was gonna be with my people, okay, with my culture. Yeah, some of you guys are gonna be confused now. I thought you said you're Congolese. No, okay, like my soul is with the Jamaican people, with the island people.
What would you be speaking?
Huh?
What would you be speaking?
Patois. Patois. Period. And you guys already know me. I've been practicing what I say. What? Okay, like, we found out we couldn't go, which is cool. It's not like we didn't pay for a dog sit or anything. Like, it's so fine. Like, dad did, I have to call him dad now because we cannot call him Mr. Man. Like, I think he's past that point. Dad did say, he was like, you didn't get to go to Jamaica. Okay, well, you know, you never know, God might. I'm like, yes, go buy one. That's how the cabin started. That's how everything.
Like, you never know.
You never know. Like, that's how he suggests that these Chanel sneakers I want. And I was like, I really like these sneakers. He's like, oh, well, you never know.
Yeah.
We're just gonna keep our eye open. One eye open when I'm sleeping. Since we're talking about dad, I think we should talk about dad. Okay. As a dismissive avoidant, okay, that's who I am. That's my attachment style. As someone that is dismissive avoidant, leaning fearful avoidant, I have a tendency, and I'm holding myself accountable here.
As you should.
I have a tendency to minimize a bunch of shit, like dismiss it all. Lily's also dismissive avoidant, so I think this is why we get on so well.
Yeah.
It basically means that our parents neglected our emotional needs, but that's absolutely fine, okay? Listen, Heidi Preeb on YouTube, trust me, she'll change your life. Having a relationship with someone like Lily, we have built and established a safe, loving environment. My brain has learned, and Lillian has also proved to me, that regardless of conflict, regardless of adversity, ups and downs, our relationship will still be a safe, loving environment.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to get close to her because we have created that space. I also have that same dynamic and relationship with my high school best friends, so Leanna and Teresa. I don't necessarily have that same dynamic with members of my family. As an example, we're getting to the point, guys, so just bear with me. When I'm actually getting to know people on a romantic level, unless I feel safe with you, my mind just subconsciously will not be able to trust the space that we have in a way, and so I will tend to minimize, not only to myself, not only to my friends, not only to them, I would just minimize a whole bunch of shit. And that is obviously something I have to work through therapy, because obviously that stops me from getting really close to people, but it is something I've learned to do to kind of like protect myself. One of the things that really blocked me and dad, like, we both kind of have our own trauma around conflict resolution. He tends to kind of like shut down, you know, when things get a bit emotional and intense, he kind of like shuts down or withdraws. And when he does shut down or withdraw or just stop speaking with me, that is something that deeply triggers me. But having heated conversations is something that deeply triggers him. Everything between us is so beautiful, but that is the thing that we struggled with. And for me, I am someone, especially if I have the energy and I'm in the right state of mind to kind of like pour into that person, I will 100% put the effort in like getting us into a safe place to have like, to establish what me and Lils have. For example, the battery died, so I'm sorry about that. Obviously for him it was a thing where like heated conversations was triggering, but for me, being kind of like stonewalled in a way was triggering for me. My dad, for example, when my mum wasn't around and I was living with him and my stepmom and my younger sisters and stuff, whenever I did something bad, my dad wouldn't talk to me for like weeks at a time. Sometimes even like it would take us like a month, and it wasn't just like not talking to me, he wouldn't even acknowledge that I was in the house at a time. Like, it's not like I went out with no food or no money, no pocket money, no nothing. Like, I would still get my pocket money every week, I would still get spoiled on my birthday. Like, my dad would still be a dad. But imagine like doing something bad and just not being acknowledged. That can make a child feel very confused and insecure. I feel like obviously he has trauma around conflict management as well. With my dad, his reasoning behind not having a conversation with me was that he didn't want to say anything that would hurt my feelings in anger, which is also my dad and dad. Yeah, it's also dad's reasoning as well. Like, I don't want to say anything in anger, I don't want to treat you poorly, I don't want to, and that's what a lot of men actually say too. Yeah. Like, they don't want to react out of anger. I totally get that. So it was just something that like we actually had to work through individually on our own terms. Our bond is beautiful. Anything I need, anything I want, he's like always there to really try and support me. His emotional intelligence, I feel like, is A1 when he's calm. And I think that's one of the reasons why I really was like drawn to him in the first place was because of like how he's able to have a dialogue around emotions. It was very different from what I've actually experienced as well. He's like a very consistent, affectionate person. I don't feel like the energy with him has ever dipped or changed. Like if it ever changes, it's because he's mad at me. After I sweeten him up, like he's back to being like all up on me. Like, do you know what I mean? It's because I am dismissive avoidant, and because I've learned to protect myself from being super attached, I will distance myself. Like I will make sure there's a line there so that I don't get too attached or I don't get too hurt, because I know that I did have a fear of intimacy. Dismissive avoidant, don't look at me like that.
To play on the point of her minimizing relationships and stuff, she really minimized their relationship to you guys. When you guys received the content and stuff, she did not put in like just interactive like moments and stuff. Like I'll be on FaceTime, yeah, and then he'll be I'll be on FaceTime to her, yeah, in the morning, like
at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, we'll be talking literally all the time.
And then dad will come to the phone and he'd be like, hey Lils, are you good? Like how are you? And then he'd be like, thank you for looking after the dogs for us. Like, and then we'll be making a joke like for us.
I didn't have any intention to share the aspects of what we had going on. My chapters really focused on how I interact with these different things being thrown at me. For me, I don't really see it as like, oh, I'm focused on man. No, I have an experience with getting to know someone, and I try and process that experience about myself. It's learning about navigating these situations and relations and celebrations. I just was looking for a word there. It's like I've been in toxic situations and I've boosted them up to make them look like they were great situations, and they weren't. And for me, I just didn't want it to be another case where, like, you know, I was showing all the happy moments. If I didn't tell you guys he cancelled on me on a date one time, then you guys wouldn't know that like I deal with conflict too. You would just be seeing all the sweet things he does for me. So I just feel like that it's just important to kind of keep the balance there. And it's so crazy how we were both aligned in doing what's best for our baby. Now our focus is on being like a family, like actually building a family, and we both have intentions to raising a securely attached child, and we're both doing the work to ensure that our baby knows what love is before it steps out in the world. It's gonna be able to identify what is it very quickly. Yeah, okay. Sorry, my baby wants Nigerian food, so we ordered a bunch of Nigerian food. And I know some of you guys are probably thinking, Drea, like, why are you moving like a pregnant woman? I have the worst cramps, guys, and I get tired a lot. I have like 2 naps a day, and it drives me crazy because I can't drink a lot of caffeine to get me through. My only wish, I'm not gonna lie, is that I was just like a little bit skinnier before I got pregnant, because honestly, like, it's pregnancy. I'm really prepared and ready to go. I wish I had a good starting base. I'm so excited. I've got like so many parenting books, but the parenting books that I got are more about like working through trauma. Working through trauma and like not trying to pass it down to your kiddo. I'll tell you guys some of the parenting books that I brought today. The first book I got is Raising a Secure Child. The next book I got was The Book You Wish Your Parents Had Read. Another book I got is It Didn't Start With You, Raising Good Humans, okay, How to Be a Calm Parent, and The No Cry Sleep Solution, and also The Psychology of Babies, How Relationships Support Development from Birth to 2. Oh, hey Lily.
Hey.
So yeah, I'm gonna have all those books linked down below. This is not sponsored, but the links are going to be affiliated, just so you guys know. The other day I tweeted about the dream I had before I found out I was pregnant, and I feel like it's so important for me to share. Guys, this dream was so fucking crazy, okay? Before I found out I was pregnant, like 3 days before, I had a really intense dream one night. It was a vivid dream. I saw myself holding my newborn baby. It was my baby. I saw the gender of the baby. This is before I took the test. Weirdly though, my ex was in the dream. My ex from chapter 2 I had a conversation with, he was in the dream. And I'm not thinking about my ex, so none of you guys even try that. I'm telling you guys, I have visions that come to me. Some of my... Lillian.
It's true. issue.
And sometimes things come to me way before someone's made an announcement about something, way before I even knew I saw something. I be seeing shit. Did I ever tell you about the story about my dad? My dad was gone for 7 years. He left when I was like 5. He came back when I was like 11, 12, something like that. My dad, when he left, was a slim man, okay? And he had hair. My dad looked like a man from the 90s, okay? A year before he came back, I dreamt what my dad looks like today. I dreamt his exact image. He had put on a little bit of weight. He was bigger. From when I've known my dad, even the pictures I had, he was never bald. Like, not bald, but like low hair. I saw everything. When he came back, my older sister Pauline was taking us to go see him after not seeing him for how many years? And she's like a teenager, and she's pissed that she's taking her 2 younger sisters to go see my dad. Like her Saturday is like ruined. Do you know what I mean? I was like to her, Pauline, is dad fat now? And she was like, yeah, kind of. And I was like, and is he bald? And she was like, yeah. And she was like, if you guys, and this is how she reacts. She was like, if you guys have already seen dad, why am I taking you guys again? Imagine. I was like, no. I couldn't tell I had a dream, could I? I couldn't, because I was sound crazy. And when I saw him, he was exactly what I looked like. So that was like my first time I saw vividly like a vision. I know some of you guys won't believe it. It's crazy as well. I'll tell you again. My mum, when she came back, Pauline called me. Me and her hadn't spoken for years. Mind you, we live 10 minutes away from each other. I don't think this video is going to be a 13-minute video because I'm showing everything. Me and Pauline, we live 10 minutes away from each other. We did not speak. Me and Pauline have always had that relationship. We would not speak. We would stop speaking. It was whatever. I love her though. That's my bitch. The night before my mum came back, she saw me at the bus stop. I was going out to meet my friends and she was going home. And we lived 10 minutes. So we crossed paths and we just ignored each other. Ignored each other. Okay? I'm telling you, the next morning, yeah, I see her number calling my Nokia phone. I think I had a Nokia phone or something. I see her number calling me. And I'm like, and this is at 6 o'clock in the morning while I'm with my friends still. Like, we had a drug night the night before. I was like 18. 17, actually. Because I said I had a drug night and I was 17. Did you ever hear the story?
No.
So, Pauline now, I'm seeing a number come in. I'm like, I'm not picking up the school. I picked up. Before she spoke, my mum, yeah? I had this feeling, it's mum. And she said, hello, Kashani. Because that's like my house name. She'll be like, Kashani. It's mommy, is that mommy? I could not believe it. And it came to me just, you know when you say hello, that 1 second when the other person's gonna say hello, she was like, hey, hello. I could not believe it. And mind you, I hadn't spoken to my mom 6 months prior. Okay, like I hadn't, because my mom she was in Congo, so she was gone for like 10 years. I got used to not speaking to her. I'm not even gonna hold you. Things like this come to me a lot, guys. I'm so sorry. Back to the dream that I had before I was pregnant. I'm telling Lillian is my fucking witness. I'm telling like Lillian about this dream I had. We're in the kitchen. Lillian's washing dishes. I'm like, Lillian, I had the fucking craziest dream last night. She's like, what happened? And she's like warming up the kettle and everything. I know how everything went down. I go to her, Lils. I said my ex's name and I said, he was in my dream last night. She was like, really? And I was like, yes, he was in my dream. There was a house and I was holding my baby, a newborn baby. And then she was like, whoa, that's crazy. And I was explaining what the baby looked like. There was so much that happened in the dream, but it was my ex and the baby. Okay, ex and baby, remember that, guys, newborn baby. And I saw the gender too. She's like, that's crazy, right? And I'm like, what do you think that means? Because I was more focused on like my ex, because we hadn't spoken since like at the start of the year. So I was more focused on like, why is my ex like in my dream? Like, I was trying to unpack that. I'm like, do you think I'm thinking about him? But I was like, no, there's no way I'm thinking about him, because I knew like I had plans for my life coming up. So I was like not even in the space to entertain anyone anymore. Like I was just like, nah, I'm not doing it. It's all right, it's all right. So I asked my mom, like, Mom, I had a dream about so-and-so. What do you think that means? And she was like, yeah, he's thinking of you. He's thinking of you. And I was like, really? She was like, yes, that's what it means. He's thinking of you. And she loves him. That's like her best friend. Not like, oh, I want that to be my son-in-law. But she just has affection for him. I'm like, okay, fine. Guys, I promise you, when I wake up in the morning, the first hour, I don't touch my phone. No, stop it. I don't. I do not touch my phone. I don't even know where my phone is when I first wake up in the morning. It's like, where is it on the bed? I don't know. I go to check my phone and my phone's always on do not disturb, guys. I see a missed call from my ex. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I run back in the kitchen. I'm like, Lillian, he called me. He called me. And the thing is, my ex is not even the type to call me twice. Okay? He's not even the type to call me twice. This boy will call me once and send me a text message and that's it. If we're not like chatting like that, because the last time we spoke we had a fight. So he's not gonna call me more than once after we had a fight. No, he's gonna be like, cool. He called me twice. I was like, what one for my man? But that was the thing that was bothering me. Not even the newborn baby bit. So I was like, am I supposed to be having a baby with him? But then I was like, absolutely no way, because we drive each other crazy. I was like, no. We speak on the phone, chatting. We're basically like just clearing the air, which is crazy. Well, usually he's hard, dembe, stubborn, but he was really like working with me to kind of like rectify things. And I was like, this is really good for you. But in my heart of all hearts, I still wasn't there. I lie. Right. So I'm left it now. So when we do this, I said, Lord have mercy, God. I was like, my baby came to me. My baby came to me and told me they're coming. Lillian, am I lying?
You're not lying at all.
What did you think when I was telling you the dream? And then when I told you, thing called me and then we found out I was pregnant. What did you think?
Okay, so when she was telling me the dream, in my head I was just like, this guy. I was thinking in my head, this guy is trying to like communicate with her. And then I'll say something to you as well about
because you don't know, some people would be doing these type of, I was like, he's got a picture of me and he's taking it to a doctor. Like, you know, at home doctor. I was like, oh, he's trying to get me back like that. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. I was doing all them type of things, but go on.
I was just like, yeah, he's thinking about her, blah 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 blah. Cool. Now when she's like, Lillian, he called me, I was like, I knew he was thinking about you. I knew it. Because I'm spiritual as well, that's where my head will be at as well. I'll be like, oh my days, like this is not, it's not just a dream. Like it's more than just a dream. No. When we found out she was pregnant and she was like, Lillian, remember the dream I had? It was like, oh my days. Like,
guys, things like this happen, and you know what? I'm gonna start documenting them more so that I can prove it to you guys. Because I'm gonna tell you guys right now what the gender is. And if my baby is born and it is that gender, remember this scene, okay?
You had another dream.
Right. So the day after I took the test, I had another dream. And I saw the room decorated. It was a baby shower. Dad was there and all my family were there. And it looked like we were in New York. And the thing is, I remember everything being decorated, but I specifically remember the colors of the straws my sisters were drinking from. And I was like, oh my gosh. So the next day I told Lily again, I have a feeling what the gender's gonna be, but if I'm wrong, God, just stop interrupting my dreams. Just leave me alone at this point, honestly. If I go a good 7 months thinking I know the gender of the baby and then it turns out to be something different, I'm gonna really question my sanity. But anyway, any baby is a blessing. We have to say that.
Yeah,
we have to say that.
All babies are blessed.
I'm happy regardless of how. I just want a healthy baby. I want a healthy pregnancy. It's kind of bittersweet, but around the time I found out I was pregnant, we were actually all processing my stepdad's 6-month anniversary. But yeah, I wouldn't have been so open to healing and doing the work and everything if it wasn't for my stepdad being my angel in that way. And so for me now, I see, like, I feel like he carried this baby to me. Like, I feel like everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. It's crazy. And then you know what the funniest thing is? Like, I can't wait to tell my kid how their dad chased me. He will say himself he doesn't chase, but he says he doesn't chase, he attracts. My kid is gonna know, hey, every time your dad tried me, I was like, no, I'm not staying around for this. To use my best friend to get me flowers, okay? The thing is, yeah, Lillian is usually my bodyguard, my bouncer, okay? So when he's annoying me, she's like, I'm not happy with you, Dad. I'm not happy with you. To use my bouncer to get to me, wow. I feel like our story is giving very much The Notebook. It's giving very much Eleanor. I mean, I am waiting for him to build me a house. I'm joking, of course, but for me, it was very simple. Like, I'll tell my kids straight, your dad was amazing to me, but then when he got naughty, straight like that, I was like, hey, I want to stick around for his atrocities, okay? When he saw that, he would just come better every time, and I'll be weak in the knees.
And that's how you ended up. That's how you ended up in the cabin.
I'm so glad it wasn't a story of like, oh, we was in the backseat of the car going crazy, because you know me guys, I'm lit sometimes. I'm so glad it's not that at all. It was a very romantic story how we conceived my baby. I'm so happy about that. And the thing is, of course, in 20 years time I'm going to romanticize my kids' story and stuff. Like, it's nice to romanticize life and stuff, because sometimes you just need to. But there's also the reality, like, it's very common for women to take a lot of like men shit, but like men don't have the same what's the word,
like threshold, like,
threshold. They don't have the same threshold of what they can take from a woman. I was in a place where it's like, if you are not coming correct, then I cannot invest. Maybe that's like a really fucked up mentality, but I just wasn't in the place to be taking stupidity when, like, if the roles are reversed, you're not gonna take it. So of course, like, I was still very much exploring my options, getting to know new people, but who did I want to be with on Valentine's Day? Who did I want to spend my time with? You know, like, I just feel like, don't laugh. How'd you go with that?
It's true.
When I was editing Forever Grateful, that scene where like I was saying thank you, I was bawling my eyes out, and I didn't know whether it was like the music. But do you know how beautiful that is? Like, my baby was inside of me, yeah, and even in that moment I just was so grateful for him. Do you remember when I was like, oh yeah, I never said I love you to—
Yeah, I was like, what, to his face?
Do you know what's crazy? I never ever said I love the other guy.
What do you face?
Are you a bitch? I'm talking about you. Me and you talk. I was like, Lillian, I'm vlogging right now. I never said I loved him. Like, and the thing is, I was joking about being like loving someone else. So I was just joking, and then she actually wasn't joking and was like, oh yeah, but you love this person. And I was like, excuse me.
You told me about Mr. Van. Remember when you was at Nice?
No, I was coming on my period. And the thing is, I'm vlogging, Lillian. You're exposing me. What the fuck, man?
And even just the joy that both of you are having right now, like currently feeling that the baby's coming, like is nice.
Exactly. And that's what's so crazy about the situation, because I was ready to like leave the situation alone because of conflict resolution, okay, which is a valid reason to, yeah, see ya over that. Come to find out, that's the only thing we have like difference of opinion on. Everything else we align.
Yeah.
And like, that's why God is really funny. We all know that sometimes when you have sex unprotected, you don't always get pregnant. That wasn't my first time. Okay, but you know, God said what will be will be. Okay. So what's the Jamaican phrase? With job blessed, no man can curse.
Oh, we said job. I didn't really say
jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, period. Who job blessed, no man curse. Period. Okay. I'm just excited to be a fun mom. I know, so I'm gonna get on you lots of nerves. I just know it. But do you know what? Nothing new. Same days, different shoe.
I'm excited to be auntie, honestly.
Tata Lily.
I know.
Lillian wants to be the only tata, you know.
100%. I am going to. The child will not call anybody else tata anything.
That's
only
so
Tata
mean.
Lily. Everyone could get called auntie, and everyone could get called auntie in other languages, but Tata is reserved for me.
Period. Tata is there. She be cooking me food every day. She's been encouraging me to go for walks. I signed up for swimming lessons so that I can learn how to swim, because I want my baby to know how to swim, and then also like just as exercise and stuff, because you know I said earlier like I wish I had like a skinnier starting point, but it's fine. I get really bad cramps, backache, and then my boobs are extremely sensitive. Like even when I go to the bath and the steam is just like hitting up, whoa! It's not sensitive in a good way, like ooh, you're honey, let's do it. No, it's like I want to stab you, punch you, kill you. Like it's so intense, guys. Everything I think I want, when I eat it, I don't want it. Guys, this morning, this baby is driving me crazy, guys. And the worst thing is, yeah, it's still super early, so how dare you? This morning I woke up and I said, Lillian, I think I want Chicago Town mini frozen pizzas. The Chicago Town mini frozen pizzas that are like £2 that you get from Iceland. I was like, Lillian, I kind of want Chicago Town pizza. This baby is 100% me, indecisive as hell and fake, because genuinely guys, yeah, say for example I crave like fried rice. When I eat the fried rice now, this is not what I want. So at this point, when it comes to my cravings, I literally just ignore them. So like today, oh, I had this lovely soup, the spicy chicken and lemongrass soup from Prep. Oh, it's so good. And I'm like, this is the type of stuff I like. When I eat a lot of veggies and a lot of like peppers and like onions, greens, asparagus, mushrooms, all that type of stuff, that's actually what I want to eat, consume in me. Like that's actually what the baby wants. But I'll get a whiff of like some stupid fast food, stupid chocolate, and I'll be eating it. Like I had a Snickers bar the other day, I was like, I do not want this. I do not want it, but because I opened it and I grew up in an African household, I have to finish the thing that I've opened. I will say we are going to be going out to New York really soon. I'm so excited to be back out in the city. I am 100% still living my New York dream. This baby not gonna stop me. I'm gonna do baby shower in New York and in the UK. Stop. I'm still contemplating on whether I want to have my baby out in the States or over here. For me personally, the NHS is out. Sweet. So I'm just thinking about how we're gonna do everything, but you know, I have to look for a place here too, and we have to like get the dogs prepared too. So we've been playing like baby crying on YouTube and stuff, super prepared with like how they're gonna be with the baby, like literally no touching.
Yeah, like we've even been training them like to stop licking, like when we pet them and stuff, so when baby does come, they will not lick baby and like to step back.
The dogs are really good at knowing what rooms to go in, so like they know for a fact they're not allowed in the kitchen. As long as we train them not to go in baby's room, not to go in mummy's room, wherever the baby is gonna be, and we're never gonna leave the dogs alone with the baby as well. We're just getting them all sorted. But I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking about this today. I was like, oh my gosh, like by the time the baby's like 3, 4, God willing, like they're gonna still, the dogs are still gonna be in our lives and stuff. So that's just gonna be so beautiful.
And baby's gonna grow up with a dog.
Yes, I think that's like so amazing. This channel's not gonna be a family vlogging channel at all. Dad is still not coming on this channel. No. Hell no. For me, I just feel like I still want to bring you guys along on my journey for sure, but I want you guys to understand I have to think beyond myself now. I have to think about baby, I have to think about dad, I have to think about my family now. So I can't really get into the tea the way that I used to. I filled you guys in with a lot. I have Nigerian food, okay, and I really want to go eat it. The next video will be the birthday vlog. Once that birthday vlog goes up, we will resume with chapter 4. But I will say thank you guys so much. Did you guys see YouTube congratulated me on the baby video? And also baby video was trending. Oh my god. I just thought I'd throw that out there. But
the baby was trending before the baby was born.
You're such a flexer. Look at you.
Wait, this is my niece or nephew. Like the baby was trending before the baby was born.
Godchild.
This fine.
Yeah,
this is my godchild.
And also your niece and nephew, but of course, like yeah. So yeah, I feel like that's basically it. I'm sorry this one was a long one, but the numbering still should make sense with the 1303 number. It might be 1303 times 2 or some shit. I don't know. I just wanted to kind of wrap up this chapter. Should we show you guys the food that we're about to eat? Just show them. Because honey, are you starving? Yeah. We got so much food as well. Oh, I got the bag with the suya. Guys, I know how to make suya as well, you know, so my baby's gonna know.
This okra soup.
What's this? The beef.
Yeah.
Beef. I got beef with stew. What's this?
Mashi.
Is this mine?
You said we're sharing everything.
Oh. But I ordered this, innit? I ordered ayamashi, guys. Ayamashi is my favorite. I need to let the baby try their culture, innit? Their culture food, like. I'm so annoying. Oh, that plantain on top. Yeah, so this is jollof rice. And then also there's plain rice
to eat with the ayamashi.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Me too.
Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna be feeding my baby Congolese food as well, but I'm not even cooking with them. I don't know what's wrong with her. I'll speak to you guys later.
Bye.